are some of the big forces that you see as impacting the future? And I think that would be where we could wrap it up. But what are they?
Yeah. So in the most recent book, Curve Benders, entire chapter 2 is on 15 forces that we've researched that we believe will dramatically, if not profoundly, impact, just like this pandemic did, not just the way you work, but also the way you live, the way you play, and the way you give to others. And we divided them up into what you have the most control over are personal. The next layer out is the organizational. The next layer out is industry. And let me just highlight 3 for you and your audience that we believe, and again, our longitudinal research shows to be dramatically impactful. First one's going to be fairly obvious, which is technology. If you think about where we've been with technology 10 years ago, if I told you could lay in bed and get your news, buy anything you wanted, do a whole lot of things on a piece of glass, you would think I'm crazy. We believe, and our research shows, the technology implications in the next decade, from AI to blockchain to drone technology to quantum computing, it's going to impact every facet of our lives. So that's number 1. Number 2 is geopolitics. For years, our perception was, well, that's just the other side of the world, or that doesn't impact me. And the blockage in Suez Canal, literally on the other side of the world, showed that the ripple effect on supply chain, the ripple effect on cost of supply chain. And now we're still seeing the supply challenges with this global pandemic. The third one I would submit to you is really what I call the haves and have-nots. And Jeff, most economists at the moment talk about the recovery having a shape. So for your audience, if you think of a check mark, that's a very fast decline and a very accelerated recovery. A U-shaped is an immediate decline, maybe a prolonged kind of low, and then again, an accelerated recovery. What I wrote about in Curve Benders is what we're calling the K-shaped recovery. And if you think about haves and have-nots, you said a lot of people are in the knowledge economy. I want you to think of those who are not. That single mother that, can't afford a laptop computer to teach her child at home. That restaurant waiter, or that bellman at that hotel that got laid off, and that's all they know. We believe certain segment of the population, the haves, are going to accelerate their recovery from this pandemic, and they'll become more resilient because of it. Unfortunately, there's a whole slew of the population that are the have-nots, and they're actually headed for a very different direction. And if we don't do something about that population, if we don't send the elevator down to bring them back up, you're going to have civil unrest like we've never seen before. You're going to have a lot of conflict like we've never seen before. And my blessings or my wealth and my house and my car will mean nothing if I don't feel safe leaving my house, if I don't feel safe going into key parts of the town that I live in. So I think we all have a responsibility, particularly as knowledge workers, to also give to the less fortunate, give to the less represented, give to the less capable, to really help them. You can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves, but I think it would be a big mistake to ignore a big part of the population that are the have-nots.